What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Ethereum today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. All right, it is the 29th day of August, and here we are sitting at about $4,300 right now, 43.34. Looking at this on the daily time frame, we've had a low today of 42.65. I actually want to check out the Ethereum liquidations. We haven't looked at that in a little bit. On a daily time frame here, shorts are outweighing the longs. Love to see it. We're coming back up to clear out some shorts, it looks like, maybe. We could push down and clear out some longs. There is that last little island of longs down there at 4,200, that 420 area. 30-day time frame. The shorts do outweigh the longs. Again, that's nice to see. We want the shorts to outweigh the longs. Over the past day, how many do we have piled on here? 3.4 to 1.5. Man, that's crazy. You're like seeing the exact same amount of leverage trade as leverage trading positions in volume as Bitcoin is. Anyways, Ethereum here. Looking at the 1 hour time frame. That's a nice look at the moment, right? 3 minutes left in this 1 hour time frame. It's not quite a bullish engulfing candle, but that is a nice little reversal. You know, I was talking about XRP in one of my more recent videos. I was just talking about how we had a low and we broke out. We went below the low. We even had some volume come in. But if we're not going anywhere, that's actually a really good thing. Typically, whenever you break out, and I'm referencing that because we're doing the same thing here with Ethereum. Typically, when you break out, you break out. But this breakout isn't, you know what I mean? Like here, you broke out, you had volume. Look, you broke out, right? Here, you broke out with volume, you broke out. But here, this breakout is not breaking, right? We're actually coming back into this consolidation zone, which maybe we are, maybe we aren't. Maybe what we're doing here is just finding resistance at prior support and then going lower. You know, there's still time left, but let's see what happens between now and the end of the day. If we can come back up, especially if we can get above like these highs here, if we can get above like $4,400, $4,500, I think that'd be very beneficial by the end of the day. We've got about what, how many hours? 8 hours left. 8 hours left in the day here. Let's see what we can do. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, again, building volume and you're not really doing much. That's kind of encouraging. You do have bullish divergence on the 1 hour RSI. You have a downtrend in the RSI, right? Lower lows, lower highs. Typically, these downtrends end in the oversold zone with bullish divergence, which that's a nice look. That's what you have. Stochastics are starting to cross up. Can we get the orange line to come into the band here and get out of the oversold zone? I think that'd be beneficial as well. And you've got higher lows in the MACD as well right here. Lower lows in the price, higher lows there. That's bullish divergence. You've got a very bullish setup here on the 1 hour time frame. I would be optimistic to see this. I am optimistic to see this day close with a little bit of a positive note. But we'll see if it does. If that happens, we could end up closing today with a pretty big wick to the downside, and I think that'd be really nice to see. Looking at this on a 4 hour time frame, a lot of volume came in. Again, a lot of volume coming in. We're on a breakout candle, but this breakout isn't breaking. We have all the reasons to break out, but why aren't we doing that? Maybe because we're not. Maybe it's a fake out, and we're about to turn around, right? Let's see if I can find an example of this. I mean, maybe we could find an example of it to the upside, right? Here you are, breaking out to the upside. You're getting the volume to come in and everything, but you're not breaking. The breakout's not breaking. So what you do? You came back down. Inevitably, you went up, right? And that's not what we're looking for. But as far as like inevitably going back down, right? But at least some kind of short-term reprieve. I would think that if we do bounce up from here, we're really set up to have this nice kind of double bottom look right here. And then also if we take a relative low to a relative high, we're not going to take the fake out high. We're going to take the relative high of this move. We're right in the golden ratio, which is a perfect area to find a little double bottom action on. If we can get above 4,700, 4,680, essentially, if we can get above there, we're home free. We're safe, we're sound, we're ready to go, man. You know, like that's fantastic. And typically these corrective phases are 1, 2, 3-legged moves right there. We've got a lot of good things going for us, right? Primarily the fact that the bad things have came and they really weren't that bad. The bad things have come and they really weren't that bad. 4 hour RSI, we do have higher lows in the RSI with lower lows in the price. That's bullish divergence as well. Just closing out that 4 hour candle. To confirm that this is bullish divergence, what we need is a green 4 hour candle. So this 4 hour candle needs to close green. Again, based on the 1 hour, I think we'll get that. We'll see though. The MACD is building bearish momentum. That's not a good look in itself, but whatever. The MACD isn't as reliable on these shorter term time frames. Stochastics does have bullish divergence here. But again, I'm not really leaning on that too much. It's the RSI that I'm leaning on more. Overall, you are bearish with this, and I would say overall you are bearish with the MACD as well. So do be prepared for lower prices. It's very possible that we could see lower prices. I highly doubt that Ethereum goes below $4,000. But could we go below 42.60, the low that we just set, a couple hours ago? Sure, we could. It's very possible. And if we were to go lower, where would we go to? We'd probably go down to about 42.30, 41.50, somewhere in that zone. Find support and then move up. Looking at this from a low to a high. 1272 to the 1618, yeah. Maybe even a double bottom overall there. It's very possible. And they continue to rally. I just doubt that we get below 4,000, right? By the time that we go down there, all these longs are going to be cleared out. And again, that's at 42.30. So 42.30, again, coming up. That's right where our 786 is. Maybe we have that little push, clear out about $1 billion worth of longs in the past 24 hours. Be about, probably over $1 billion worth of longs overall. And then continue to move up from there. Let's see. Whenever we do move up, and inevitably when we do move up, which is going to be sooner than later. Hold on, you guys. So, hey, I'm almost done. Okay. Whenever we do move up sooner than later, we will see prices that are all the way up at, let's see, high to low. Let me make sure the mic's back on because I think I turned. Yeah, okay, good. You never know with technology. I would expect that we see 5,500 approach very rapidly, and we approach 5,500 very rapidly, and then from there we should see this top off at about $8,000. I believe that we would see $8,000 sometime either by the end of September, if not then sometime in October. Ethereum's been moving at a very rapid pace. All in all, this is just a little bit of a setback. We've had setbacks along the way, right? And we've continued to move up in the face of those setbacks. Finding support here at prior resistance. Weekly RSI is fantastic. The stochastics are fantastic, and the MACD is fantastic. Overall, I'm the opposite of bearish with Ethereum. We're actually in this moment where we really get going. This would be a really weird area to stop, and I just don't expect that. Not that we can't go lower from here. Again, we could. Maybe 42.30, 41.30, somewhere in that area, 41.50, whatever it was. But from here, or roughly around this area, we should be moving up to dramatically higher prices in no time at all. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I very much don't believe that we are anywhere near a bear market. I don't believe that anything that's happened over the past 24 hours is worth worrying about as far as like the markets are concerned. Everything's going to be fine. We're going to continue to move up in a very short amount of time. We just got to be patient and sit on our hands, man. Sometimes you got to sit through the pain and then you get the gain. Okay, no pain, no gain, as they say. Take it easy. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.